Hello everyone, Dooley from the West Midlands Police Federation, Deputy Chair. If I can just have a few minutes of your time this evening to try and explain the reason why I'm doing this. At the moment, I'm trying to run a campaign regarding officers being called to court when they've already booked their annual leave for Crown Court cases. Now, I think most of us have been there as police officers, especially investigators like myself, where you're keen to do the right thing for the public, you're keen to do the right thing for the victims, and you want justice as much as anybody else. With a lot of work at the moment regarding officers being called to court, especially when they've booked their annual leave, it's just crazy. I don't understand why it's happening or how it's happening. We do everything right. We put our leave in through our duties, and we book these days off and book them well in advance at times because we know what happens. And then we're only told that the court case is still going to go ahead. And at the end of the day, you have a victim there who's possibly going to be thinking, why is the officer not turned up for this? But when they realise that we've not even been consulted about these new court dates, and we are not given the option. Now, this can't be right. It can't go on. And I know people have been telling me this has been going on for years, but that's not the excuse we should be listening to. And I think we need to start doing something. So you may have seen on the Twitter feed of myself and the West Midlands Police Federation that we've been speaking to Sergeant Mitch Darby and DC Paul Ward about their situations they've found themselves in. And just a brief whistle-stop tour of my situation. I booked a holiday for me and my daughter to go away out of the country, and then 3 months later I booked my leave, done everything as regulation states, and then about 3 months later, 4 weeks before the court case, they came back and said the court case date is now changed because of COVID and the backlogs and stuff, and you are now required to give evidence. This was slap bang in the middle of my annual leave. As you can imagine, I was quite annoyed. I was upset as well because I thought, the first holiday with my daughter on my own with her was going to be ruined, and how would I tell an 8-year-old child that? So I appealed it. I didn't succeed. So then I had to spend days and days to try and sort this out. 3 or 4 days before his annual leave, and it still wasn't sorted before I went on holiday. Eventually, I was told that I was going to be arrested, because the judge was saying that if I didn't turn up, a summons will be issued for my arrest. And as a police officer with 28 years service, it's embarrassing to be told that. So luckily, the day before I went on holiday, it was sorted. But as you can see, and I think I can tell by the emails I've been getting, that this is a regular thing, not just West Midlands, but countrywide. So the ask is for this evening is for any police officers, West Midlands officer, because I cover West Mids, who this is happening to, could you please get in touch with me? And we need to speak to you to gain some evidence to take to the Criminal Justice Unit and the Criminal Justice Service to try and get this problem sorted out, because it just simply can't go on. So if you're willing to speak to me, please do so by telephone, email. All my details are on the intranet, and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much indeed.